Here's a dramatic development. And this is something that first dawned on me yesterday when I realized three things. One, T.J. Watt had 3.5 sacks on Sunday against the Ravens. Two, he has 16 for the season. And three, because he's gotten 16 in 10 games, he's missed 2. If he plays in the final 5 and he is on that same pace that he's been on through the first 10, he's going to have 24 sacks. And he's going to be the Defensive Player of the Year and maybe the MVP. We talked about that yesterday. Here's Ben Roethlisberger from earlier today making the case for T.J. Watt getting MVP votes.
I think T.J. is seriously one of the best players I've ever played against, and I've played against some really good defensive guys. And so, yeah, I know I joke about that, but he truly is a special player. I'm glad that I've never been sacked by him because he's not allowed to get close to me. But he is a game changer and a game wrecker, and you don't. I've been a part of guys like that, Troy Polamalu, who can change a football game, and it doesn't happen on defense that often. To be a literal game changer on defense is something completely special, and he should be recognized more than just I mean, I don't know who else is the Defensive Player of the Year other than that guy. I'm sure there's other candidates. I just don't know, but he should absolutely get MVP votes as well because that's what kind of a player he is.
And look, we're struggling to find a clear-cut candidate. I believe that whoever the quarterback of the 1 seed in the NFC is will have the inside track. If it's Tom Brady, I think he wins the MVP. But if it's Aaron Rodgers or Kyler Murray, Murray's missed 3 games, Rodgers had the COVID thing, if T.J. Watt gets to 22.5 or more, and if the Steelers get to the postseason, then I think that he should get some votes. And he's at 250-1. There's Lamar Jackson at 25-1. PointsBet put him on the board at 250-1. That's a hell of a value. If you're inclined to throw some money on long shots, I don't know that it's going to happen, but I can see a path to it. You know, for a lot of these guys that are fringe candidates, I don't see a path to it. Like for Justin Herbert, I don't really see a path to it at 18-1. I see a path to it for T.J. Watt at 250-1.
Yeah, Mike, I have an MVP vote, as you know, and if I had to vote today, I'm not certain that I wouldn't vote for T.J. Watt. He would be like one of my top 2 candidates. I think it'd be Kyler Murray and T.J. Watt, and I think I probably would vote for T.J. Watt for what he's done. Now, I do think they have to make the playoffs, and I think really when you're a defensive player, you have to do something really special. And that will take setting the record, which he's on pace to do. I can definitely see him setting that sacks record. And if he does that and they get in the playoffs, I think he's got a great chance to do it. The ironic thing is, and we talk about ironic, I guess it's ironic, Big Ben's never gotten an MVP vote. But I think T.J. Watt deserves to be in consideration in the top 3 right now today, or at least in the top 4 with those other quarterbacks. It's kind of like the Heisman Trophy. I think Aiden Hutchinson deserves to win the Heisman Trophy. To me, there just wasn't that guy that stood head and shoulders above everybody else. Bryce Young probably will win it, but he has to be in the conversation and is in the conversation. And I think it's the same thing with T.J. Watt. The last time a defensive player won it, LT, 1986, he had 20.5 sacks. I guarantee you that T.J. Watt will have more than that. He's just been destructive. He has been the best defensive player in football in the 10 games that he has played.
I have good news and bad news for you after what you just said. But here's the good news. I assume you'd rather have the good news first. You want the good news first? I'll give you the good news first.
Yeah,
the
let's go good news.
I'm very impressed by how you have grown, how you have matured, how you no longer hold a grudge of any kind against Kyler Murray for leaving Texas A&M. That is true human maturation and growth. The bad news is all that stuff they gave you at Texas A&M, including that giant manhole cover on a chain that you got this year, they're going to come take all that back now that you're embracing Kyler Murray.
Well, that could be, absolutely. But he deserves it, Mike, right? I mean, I voted for him for Offensive Rookie of the Year. He deserved it. And I even told Mark Dalton with Cardinals PR, I said, this really pains me, but I'm voting for your guy for Offensive Rookie of the Year, and I did. And if he deserves it, he's going to get my vote. And if they get the 1 seed, he's probably going to win it, although he missed those 3 games. I don't know if that helps him or hurts him, the fact that they went 2-1 without him, because it tells you they've got a really good team even without him and without Hopkins.
Yeah, 2-1 without him and 8-1 with him. And and should be 9-0 with him
Should've
if A.J.
won that
Green
game.
wasn't treating the final play of the game like a run play for some reason.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.